Hi guys, Allison here. Happy Fuse Glass Friday. As you can see, there's a theme going on. I have some projects here where I have made eyes. This is a sun catcher. I have a pair of earrings, and then this is like a little ornament for Halloween with it's like a little jar of eyeballs floating around. So I do, as you can see, make a lot of eyes in my work, but these are all quite cartoonish and not really lifelike, which is fine. I still enjoy that. But I thought today for the video I would try to make a more realistic one. I have a sample here. Oh, I need to zoom way out. So these are actually a photo that my husband and I had taken when we were in Berlin. So this is my eye and this is my husband's eye. So we thought that this was a really cool keepsake from that trip. The artist there, took a really zoomed in photo and then had it printed for us. So I thought it would be cool to try to replicate this. I think I'm gonna go for my eye, not so much because it's mine, but just because I like the additional color of the sort of ambers in there versus my husband has just straight up really blue eyes. So I think that'll be a little bit more interesting to make with the different colors. So that is my plan. I'm going to put this off to the side so I can reference it as I'm working. But basically I'm going to be working on white and then of course black in the center for the pupil. And then I'm going to be using, again, lots and lots of powder frit. I might go back in and use some larger sizes as well at the end, but I'm not sure about that yet. I'm going to just start with the powder and see how that goes first. I apologize for skipping last week. I'm feeling very anxious about this craft show I have coming up. It's my first juried craft show, so I had to apply to get in, which I did, and it's 3 days, so I have to make sure that I have 3 days worth of products to sell at the show. So I've been in, production mode, and I've also been pretty busy at my day job as well, so it's just been a little bit tough balancing everything. So that is why I had to take last week off. I think this week's project is also going to go pretty quick, so I allowed myself some more time to work on other stuff today as well. So I don't have a circle cutter at my home, so I'm just gonna freehand it. This project I'm gonna fire smooth. I'm gonna full fire it, so I don't think that the circle has to be perfect. Zoom back in. I feel like that's probably going to be good enough for my eyeball here. I think this piece is going to be big enough. Let's see how large of a pupil I want to make. Maybe a little bit bigger. So what did we end up here? This circle's like a 4.5 inch circle. Yeah, it's about a 4.5 inch circle, just so you guys have reference. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and glue the pupil down. And then I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes because I don't want this to be moving around as I'm working with the frit around it. I want that glue to be totally dry. Okay, so basically what my plan is to use the combination of, I have all these different blue colors of frit, and then also, what am I using? Medium amber as well. And then I'm just arranging these from lightest to darkest. So I think it's going to be lighter in the middle and then sort of darker on the outside and closest to the pupil. But I'm just going to start playing, sort of. I have these tools that I'm going to be using to make like those lines in the frit. And I have my plastic spoon and my little sifters. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, I think. I'm gonna start with the lightest colors first. I think this one's too big. I feel like I remember that from like oil painting in school, where you're supposed to go thin to fat or light to dark. Maybe I'm just making that up. So I'm going to go in with the amber now. So I'm working with all translucent colors. They are going to mix together. So I want to have some of the amber that's directly on the white so that you can see it looking more brown, versus if it's on top of the blue, it's going to look sort of green, which is sort of what I think happens with my eyes, because I have this yellow color in them. With my blue eyes, they do tend to look green. So we'll see what happens. I'm not terribly concerned about this because I don't think you'll see this on top of the black, but for the video. Alrighty, so I have all my frit colors down. Now I'm gonna start going in with these tools to make some lines. Should probably have like a lazy Susan or something to be working on so that I could turn that easier. Oh, this is fine. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna hairspray it. Should I add more? I think I'm just gonna fire it as it is. So what I'm hoping for is, since I'm firing this full, so it's gonna be smooth, and there isn't very much glass where the frit is, I'm actually hoping that this will sort of shrink up and dome up a little bit, and I think that'll create some more interesting texture as well. So I'm just gonna call it a day. This was a nice quick project. I'm gonna, like I said, fire this full, and I will be back tomorrow to show you guys the finished results. Hi guys, welcome back. It's the next day. I have my fired eyeball here. Let me zoom in. So there are things that I like and things that I don't. I used too dark of an amber color. I wish I'd used more of like a yellow. So I don't like that. I do really like the texture in the frit. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it does sort of give that, you know, the texture of an iris. So I think that turned out well. I like the blue color. I think I should have either made the pupil smaller or just started on 2 layers of white gloss to, you know, prevent some of that shrinkage. I thought the shrinking would be beneficial to this design, but I don't think it was. So one day I will learn that lesson about, you know, things shrinking make it look not so great, but I keep trying for some reason. So this wasn't a total fail. Like I said, I do really like the texture of the blue and the brown here. So maybe I'll try again and try to make it a little bit more accurate. If I do, I'll definitely post it. But overall, always happy to learn something new, to try a new technique and see what it turns out like. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do put out a new video every Friday, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!